Good day, good love, and galactic greetings to all of you on this amazing and powerful and empowering and activating 1-11-11 portal. Hello, everyone, and thank you once again for joining me, Wendy, as we all once again share and unite in the light of the languages of lights. The language of pure love of source that your body and your higher self hear, integrate, activate, empower, absorb, enlighten. I feel like it's been a while. I'm not even sure where to start. I feel like it's going to take me 3 videos to share everything. Wow, what a week it's been. I wanted to thank you all, first of all. Sometimes even when 3 or 4 days go by, it just feels like an eternity since I've been here. And I wanted to thank all of you. You're so awesome. Thank you all for your emails, your private comments over the last week, wondering where I've been and if everything's okay. Yes, everything's great. Thank you so much. It's just been a really incredibly active week for me. 3D, physically, multidimensionally. Wow, the energy today and preceding has been crazy. But, like everyone else, there are times when perhaps we we always create it for ourselves, right? But this last week, there's been a lot of 3D things that have every single day that I've tried to make a video since exactly last Thursday, Thursday evening, has just been, life happens when you're making plans. So last Thursday evening, when we were taking our afternoon walk, Ranger cut his arm. He split open the pad on his little ankle. My dog Ranger. For any of you, this is your first time. My beloved doggy Ranger is in lots of our videos. And so we were playing first aid. And so Friday we were watching him to see how he was doing. He split it open pretty good, so we had him bandaged up, and so he really consumed pretty much our entire weekend as far as nursing him and paying attention to him and, checking in to see how checking in to make sure that he was doing okay. And by Monday, it was clear that we probably should visit the vet. So we called, took him to the vet on Monday. But everything's fine. There's really not much they can do other than letting nature take his course. So we just, he's not restricted or limited in any way. He's going to be fine. It's just going to take, she said probably at least a few weeks to heal. So, and in between that time, just like all you guys, I've got, life and grocery shopping and cleaning and obligations and private sessions and emails. So I wanted to thank all of you for all your kindness and all your support and all your love and all your messages. And it's interesting because every day that I did intend to do a video, it was very interesting because my guides, sometimes we need our higher selves to create situations for us as well, to tell us it's time to go inward, to be quiet, to listen, to slow down. And so anybody who knows me, I'm not the first time I've been likened to the Energizer Bunny. So yeah, very lots of energy. And it's funny because when things don't go our way, I felt this energy building up because I couldn't share things. I couldn't express this in the way that I normally could. And yet that's the time when we understand that that's because we need to go quiet. And as synchronicity and serendipity would have it, I came across this in our cleaning endeavors, and we've got lots going on here with other things around the house and projects. And so I've got lots of balls in the air, just like everybody else. And so being here out where we are rural, it's a lot different out here. We don't have high-speed internet. I have to rely all on, I have to rely on, phone service, and I don't have garbage service here. I have to literally do all of my own recycling and separate it all, put it in the truck, drive it to the facility, separate it in all the bins. So it is a lot different from what I was born and raised with. So it's a different lifestyle. It's a different connection to the earth. It's just different. And so even the last few days, I've been really connecting with the earth colors. And yesterday and the day before, it was about browns and greens and earth colors and clay colors and the color of the wood and the cedar and the grasses, the golden and the orange, and paying attention to the chakra systems. And so I too was listening to my guides when they say it's time for me to, take it easy, and I'm doing my laundry. And so I was actually thinking about all of you guys yesterday as I'm doing all these things, because we're really getting to the point where we want to work smarter and not harder. We want to work with and in harmony with our earth and with the elements and the things that nature brings to us. And so I actually, with all good intentions, yesterday I had all the cards laid out yesterday, cleansing and getting ready to do a video for the 1-10-11 energy. So I've been swimming in this 1-1-1-1-1-1 energy these last few days, and writing galactic symbols. This one was from yesterday. I posted this one yesterday. And thinking about the song The Age of Aquarius, and how fitting it is that we're moving into this song that's been 5, yes, exactly, Daniel, 5 decades. And here we are once again in the same energy of change, of drastic change. This was a time when we were in the Vietnam War, this war that was so confusing. And as a kid, I was in school. We had current events. We were talking about it every day. I was wearing POW bracelets, prisoner of war bracelets, with the names of our servicemen that were missing in action and being held prisoners of war. And women were needing to be heard. They were coming off of this suppressed energy from the 50s and throwing away these apron strings, and they were going to work and burning their bras. And there was music and Woodstock, and people wanted to be heard. And it was anti-government, anti-establishment. It was about wanting to be heard and wanting to express ourselves. And even I had, flower power all over my room, and really trying to understand why the world wasn't the way I thought it was supposed to be, and knowing that, hearing this song, harmony and understanding, peace, trust, abounding, no more falsehoods or religion. So interesting, like here we are, the ripples once again of this idea of the balance and equality and the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and coming together in perfect harmony and perfect balance. And the way we have to remember to do that is often to just be quiet and listen. And so every time I went to sit down to do something, to make a video, it was like, well, why don't you, I was guided to do something else, that to also facilitate that feeling of expression, but yet going inward. And how is all of this relating to what I was experiencing then and now? And so back to the cleaning. And so here I am sitting trying to get ready to do a video, and I'm like, well, let me go throw in a load of laundry. And then while I was throwing in then I throw in the load of laundry, then I'm, spraying my bathroom down with, oh, I forgot to grab the bottles. Hang on a second. So I remember you guys asking me about that. So I got my big bottles for cleaning. So I've got tea tree oil in here and lemon and whatever else makes me happy that cleans, disinfects, antibacterial. So, and then I mix it with the clear water. And so I've got all different sizes. I've got the room sprays, and all different scents. So I think this one, oh, this one's the cinnamon one. So this is cinnamon oil. And so this one's kind of spicy. And then the last couple of days I've been using, is this one? No, this is a different one. I've been using my frankincense spray. So, so I'm spraying down my bathroom. I've got baking soda everywhere, and I've got my essential oil cleaning products, and I can smell it in the air. And yet when I go to sit down, it's like something would take my attention, and it was like, meditate for just a few minutes. And I was then taken to a new realization. I met new entities. And so we have to understand that as much as we want to express ourselves, you can't always be at the top of the roller coaster. You've got to let it integrate and let yourself absorb it and activate. And I loved how my friend Kristen Clark put it yesterday. We're always looking for that you want to feel that excitement all the time, and all the time. I do all the time. And yet a lot of times we have to remember the excitement that we can have when we're being quiet. And as I was cleaning up, and I find one of my old journals, meditation journal, and it's interesting, today I've been in the blue Sirius energy, so lots of Sirius energy was coming through. Oh, and these blue bottles, these cobalt blue bottles, that's what I forgot to tell you. I got a whole set of these, all different sizes. I've got a whole bin of them here, of all different sizes, shapes, eye drops, and I think pretty inexpensively I got a big set of them on Amazon. So for all you guys that were asking about it, and and just asking us to remember that everything's connected, and that what we do, what we smell, and I was thinking about the smells yesterday too, as I had sprayed things down. It was as if I also went in. It was as if the scents themselves, excuse me, from the aromatherapy, were they took me off to a place that said, it's time to just relax and breathe and take in the scents and allow it to do its its aroma therapeutic dance. And so it was very interesting how it all worked out. So I just wasn't really planning on sharing it quite that way, but and then I was also reminded to honor myself. So there I was guided to eat, but yet eat when I wanted and what I wanted, to trust it, to really get back into the yoga practice, and and we have to remind ourselves that we're not perfect. And so here I am, the 11th day of a yoga practice, and I'm only 4 days into it, but that doesn't mean we give up, right? So you stop, you hop in where you can, try to catch up. If you can't catch up, just be where you are. Be okay with where you are. I had to be okay with where I was, not judge it, not freak out about not being perfect all the time about everything, because the imperfection of going with the synchronicities of what you need and listening and talking to your body is the perfection that we're looking for. So as I share my processes with everyone, I hope that it allows you the permission to explore these things and not feel that where you are isn't where you need to be. And so for me, it was about taking care of some of the 3D stuff. It was about buying some great food, about getting out and about. It's like today, I was outside because we've got an unusually now warm burst of weather, but tomorrow, I mean, the temperatures are going to plummet. So it's about taking those moments and going with them, spending time with Ranger, knowing that he needs my time, my love, my healing, and then that it's also slowing me down and healing for me and allowing me to catch up on some of the stuff that when we get behind on some of the things that we want to take care of at home too, it's about finding balance and about being able to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish without beating ourselves up also about what didn't get done in a day. As Bashar would say, do what you love first. And sometimes doing what you love, for me, of course, isn't cleaning the bathroom and doing laundry, but if it makes me feel better about my environment and I'm less resistant then that's what I need in that day. So I was even joking with someone yesterday who sent me a private message about where have I been, you know, asking me where are you, is everything okay? And I haven't seen a video from you. And so, and I think that's so great and so sweet. And I love that so much. And it was like, yes. And just trying to explain that, you know, I said, I'm doing laundry, I'm folding laundry. And it was, 5 o'clock in the evening for me. And it was midnight where they were in the world. And so as we listen and really pay attention, we are able to experience more of ourselves sometimes than we can by expressing ourselves in a particular way. It allows that other new information to come. It allows that automatic writing to come. It allows those messages to come through, those inspirations, those epiphanies, those new ideas about, and about that. Okay, do you want to do a new business? Do you want to take what you're doing differently? Do you want to start something in a new way? This is the portal, this 11111 portal, this idea of 11s, of walking through the gateway, of being your stellar self, and understanding about the balance and allowing that balance in. And it's interesting because when I came across this journal, now I actually started this journal back in 2002. So I thought it was kind of funny. And then it was one of those that I would just keep on my shelf that if I had an idea or an epiphany, I would grab it and just make a note. So it sort of spans, well, here you go, 2018. So it spans all these years. And I thought it was interesting. Right where I left off with the ribbon marker, I opened it up right where I left off. And I'm not even sure what year. Well, this looks like 20. Let's see, what is this? Well, there's some notes in here from a year ago. Anyway, so when my mind is quiet, I can hear the universe breathe. So what a great synchronicity about reminding ourselves that we can really hear the entire universe when we're quiet inside of ourselves, when we take the time to listen. And so I wanted to share that with you. And it was interesting today, I was in this idea of blue, soft water blue energy, of once again, the throat chakra, of walking through this portal, my cobalt blue bottles, and I opened up to this page in hues of blue, and the Aquarian fire flame, this idea of fire and water, and yet they balance each other. They're not competing. The fire doesn't extinguish the water, and the water doesn't extinguish the fire. It's a perfect balance of fire and flame, just like we are. The flow of life is the flow of light. And we are the flow of life. We are the flow of light. So another synchronicity. I just happened to open it to that page, and that was the last entry that I had done in this little sketchbook. So I wanted to share that with you as well. Niatorese, Tianaki. Linkiasa no Inkiasa no te. Saniki. Alahinakaya. So I thank you all for joining me today, Wendy, as we share the myriad of languages of lights, whether it's scribed, spoken, channeled, light languages. Mia olian kasanode. Lehina puria kotona she olakewa. La site andesana ila itorasa. And the Sirius blue energy and the idea of this crystal blue persuasion, peace and love, brotherhood. I'm looking at this tree right now and I'm literally seeing like a tree being looking right at me, and it looks like the shape of a mantis, and I'm very wow, that just took my breath away all of a sudden. See, this is the kind of thing that when we're open and you allow, and it's like standing there like crawling up the tree, turning and looking at me right now, just sending me and all of you love and light. And from my this beginning of time, these beginning builders of creation, and this idea of this 11 portal, and this here we are a half a century later, regaining balance, regaining our flow of life and light. Thanks, guys. So our cup of inspiration today, too, is also about asking ourselves now in this 11:11 and trusting our synchronicities, walking through this portal and seeing that everything is a mirror of an expression of ourselves. I was realizing when Ranger was wounded, and how I was receiving this information during a meditation about how we have to really ask ourselves, are we ready to heal our wounds? And healing a wound often means literally having to, clear it out, clear out the debris, take away the bad tissue, and allow the air to breathe, for the light to get at it, and allow nature to take its course. And so I was really feeling like that, and recognizing our readiness to be finally done with something, to allow something to heal once and for all. And that's what this 11:11 portal energy was feeling to me. And this idea of being ready to take the step to become this higher, ultra, multidimensional aware being of ourselves. And ask yourself, am I ready to heal this? And allowing these light languages to literally penetrate the layers. And, we need to clean out the wounds and remove the debris. And then take the bandage off. It's time to start taking the bandage off and allowing ourselves to actually heal the wound from the inside out, and no longer needing the bandage. Prevention is the cure. Dealing with the actual issue that needs to be healed, rather than just covering it up anymore. And we're seeing this globally. We're seeing this as a human collective consciousness. And stimulating the flow of energy toward what we do want, and then trusting our inner knowing and knowledge that it's done. You don't order food from a server more than once. You don't keep asking them every time, did you place that order? Did you place that order? You have to trust that it's coming once it's done, and know that the voices inside of you were being asked to trust this inner voice, this inner part, this inner knowing of us that trusts that what we're being guided, what we're excited about, what we're joyful about, and also trusting that when we're being told to listen, to trust what our bodies are telling us, to trust what they're showing us, by actually speaking to your body. What do you want today? And waiting for the synchronicities to come and show you. I had, I was taking my turmeric and certain things that I have come to use as permission slips for my own physical body. And as I'm actually literally taking them, I'm hearing. You now have the ability to extract, to literally connect with these essences of these plants, of these minerals, of these ideas, of these permission slips. And you don't even need to imbibe them anymore. You simply need to ask to connect with the elements, the essence of that, and bring it into your beingness and trust that it is completed and is done. And it's the belief system that we're working on for that trust, that inner trust. Sapiri hana kolango sono paria haro kolango sono paria ko amuara. Lehina yewa lahira kolango sonore sapokwa. Somiro kolango sanara ila kolangia satachikia ungo shanara iwo kumba patarese. So we have this gate before us, and we're being asked to literally clean away the dirt from the doors and the windows and allow the light to shine through. Allow the wanting of the corridors and the doors to be open to you that were just simply invisible to you. And to allow you to see, by simply cleaning the window, the vista and the possibilities that lie beyond that door, and now this door and this door. And I'm sorry, they took me away there for a second. Hang on. And by allowing these new doors to open, they equated it to, in a meditation to me, it's like finding out, it's like living all your life and never knowing you had a family member, and finding out later in life that you have a family member, and even though your life may have felt fulfilled before, finding this new family member opens up a whole new enrichment to your life that you never knew existed. But you have to be you in order to find that family member. And that's what's happening now. We're being asked to be ourselves, live our dreams, and use those talents and abilities to take us through this gateway, and believe and trust that all the people you need are going to come to you to build that dream with you. The people, when you are being yourself, you're in the vibration of attracting the things that you need to attract to you, to become, to build that dream of yours. And you don't have to think it or plan it. And even I have to remember, with all of the things that I've got going on in my own life, I don't have to plan every detail, because if I pay attention to the things that are important and stay in the vibration of where I need to be, the right things for me will come to me, even if it's not the things I think I want or need. The planning and the aggravation when things don't meet your expectations, and we're trying to put the square peg in the hole and it doesn't fit that way, and we're frustrated And why isn't things working? And it should be going this way. And why am I not doing that? And we drive ourselves crazy. But yet when we understand just being yourself and doing the things that you're guided to do, even when I'm doing laundry, I found I actually then interacted with individuals I wouldn't have interacted with had I been doing something else, had my focus been elsewhere. And yet I knew in that moment it was the perfect timing for me and that individual to rendezvous when we did, and nothing else mattered. That's where we have to recognize our own brilliance, of our own trust, of our own wisdom, of focusing on what we want and knowing it's done. And in those times of those quiet times when I was spending time taking care of myself and self-care and yoga and cleaning my house and, paying attention to Ranger, it was, new information was given to me that I wouldn't have otherwise been awakened to, aware of, in the vibration of. Speaking languages to myself, accepting the healing, knowing that my guides are giving me what I need when I need it too. Truly living what I hear, what I believe in, what I know is to be true for myself. And I wanted to remind all of you in this idea of cup of synchronicity and this cup of inspiration, cup of synchronicity, I love that as well. Here we are drinking a cup of synchronicity with each other, because being in this way, in this now together, is a synchronistic, harmonic frequency resonation that, here you've opened your door to finding a new family member. Cheers. We are a work of art in progress, the never-ending painting. Sapira sotopekia lo conya para sonoria ma qua para soke. Shamiri kiando sonopeira hienana el questa pastora sakoria kikia. Samiri kianu guapalosha ahama imaniato piason. And I have so many more things to share with you, and an oracle reading, yatose.